Hey, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Today we're going to talk about collecting. I'm going to kind of show you how I organize my collection. I always think that's fun to see how other people do that, so I figured I'd put mine out there. First off, I've got 3 of these binders, one for Arcane Rising Unlimited that we'll talk about today. I also have a Crucible of War one, and I have a Welcome to Wraith as well. I missed out on first edition, so all my stuff is Unlimited or Crucible of War first edition. But I just thought it'd be fun to go through it. I'll kind of show you at the end of the video how I use my collection tracker as well. For those of you who are patrons or might be interested in being a patron, you can kind of see how I utilize that for my own personal self, and then you can see how it might work for you. So let's dig in. So first off, these binders are great. These are the Dex binders. I'll try to put a link to Amazon in the description. They're just really sturdy. I've had them for years. Not this one, but I've been using them for years and they've always lasted. They're worth the extra kind of couple bucks. But I organize my cards based on, because I'm a player too, so I organize my cards based on the heroes, not the heroes, but the classes. And then I organize them from, legendary to majestic on to super rare rares. And then in the back of the collection binder, I have just one. I'm just trying to get one of each common foil. So all those common foils are kind of in the back as they're just in a different spot, just the way I like to organize it. So, what I'm trying to do is collect all the cards, but then a play set. So like I really like this 3 binders. That's why I have a 3 binder, because in Flesh and Blood, you never need more than 3 of the card. So my goal is to have 1 majestic foil and then 2 regular majestics of each card. So like, let me pull up what the next card would be. So I'm pulling up on my computer to the collection tracker. So I know that I don't have any Teklo cores. I haven't pulled a Teklo core yet. So it's easy for me to look at my collection tracker and see what I'm missing. And then I don't have any foil. The foil is always in the first slot, and it's usually sleeved. I really should sleeve these, but they're pretty safe in here. And then whenever I need them, I'll sleeve them and double sleeve them in a deck. I'll probably go through and sleeve all these eventually. All the foils get sleeved before I put them in here. So that's how I do it. So, and if I can get more foils, like these are both foils, I'll get more foils, but I'm not going to spend the money. I'm trying to open all the cards, so I'm not going to spend the money to get those, to get additional foils. But this is, so what I like is that you can see all the cards on the page, and then for Pedal to Metal you have all 9 cards. You can see where you are in your collection, and if you're missing a foil, or like I'm missing 2 foils here. So I really like these 3 kind of spaced binders for that reason, especially for Flesh and Blood. For Magic the Gathering, you need a play set of 4, so that's why they have those 4 binders. But that's kind of why I chose the 3-sided binder for this. So, and then this game really, it's set up perfectly for these binders too. Literally, I think I use almost every slot. I think there's like 1 or 2 slots that I don't use in the collection. So like Red the Ledger is here, but I'm missing the legendary, and I'm missing the what is that legendary called? I'm missing the is it the store? It must be the cross wrap. Yeah, the cross wrap. So like that's where that would be, and then the foil heroes would kind of go there. So that's kind of how I do mine. I'll just kind of let you see it, because then we'll get over to the collection tracker and you can see kind of how it's organized. So like for instance, for this, like I know now, like I only need a foil Mordred Tide. So like next time I get a non-foil Mordred Tide, I'll just go ahead and sell that card because I know that I don't need it for my collection, and then I'll reinvest that money that I made back towards more boxes, because I like to open the cards. So but Arknight Ascendancy, like I still need 2 of those. Become the Arknight, I put that one in the middle because I don't have a foil, but I still need another. So that's kind of how I organize things. It makes sense in my brain. I'm not sure if it will make sense in your brain, but that's all right. And then like sometimes if I can get a promo of like this is the cold foil promo, I'll put that in there, even though it's not really technically from the set. Again, I'm a player, so I like to know if I have things. And again, I'm missing the majestics. These majestic foils are very tough to come by. That 1 in every 4 boxes is going to be harder than Crucible War, I think. So I think this game is perfect for set collectors. And then as we get to the generics, it's kind of the same thing. I kind of kept all the generic equipment together, because I thought that would be cool, even though these are technically like commons, right? I thought it'd be cool to work on a full set of the generic commons. Actually ended up saving, I do not have a foil Command and Conquer yet, but I ended up saving another one just in case I don't get a foil. And this is that slot that isn't used if you use this binder. It just didn't get used, so I just put a blank card there to remind me of that. And then you get into the regular, these are just the generics. Again, same thing, I like to be able to see the whole page and make sure I have what I need in my collection. And then the commons, which are just so stingy to find, right? Like if you've tried to do this, you'll know that collecting all these commons is so tough. And they are track printed too, so you can actually, I've noticed this, like as you open your box, if you open up like 2 or 3 of the commons and then look in your collection and say, oh crap, like I already got the throttle, the yellow throttle and the red locked and loaded, odds are you're not going to get any other cards that you need because they are kind of track printed. It's just the way that it lines up. If you get, like, so if I pull a box and I open the red throttle foil, I'll probably get 4 or 5 foils that I don't have. But if I open a box and get a card that I do have, then I won't get any cards that I don't have. If that made sense to you. Made sense in my brain. Anyway, yeah, so that's the common foils. These aren't going to be worth a ton, I don't think, ever, but it's just fun to be able to, say that you opened it up and finish the collection. And then you have this binder too, where if you have a new deck that you want to play, you can just kind of pull it out and see what cards you're missing very simply. And then, so also, we'll switch over here to the collection tracker, but it'll be able to see the value of it and see if the value is moving up or down over time, which I think is really important. So let's head over to the collection tracker and you can see how I use that. Okay, so here we go. This is the Arcane Rising Unlimited Collection Tracker. And so this is just a Excel spreadsheet that I've put together for the patrons. And it's already populated and the formulas are already set up. So you can kind of go in and add the number of cards that you have in each category and update the values, which I send out every week based on my EV videos. And then it will calculate for you the value of your collection and just the Arc Unlimited here. So you can see this is updated to my collection. I don't plan on keeping any sealed Unlimited boxes as like a collectible thing. I plan on opening them, so I don't really add those to my collection tracker. I have not pulled an eye yet. Hopefully that happens soon. And then in the legendaries, you saw them. I had 2 of them. So I can easily pop up if somebody puts something for sale, and I can pop up and say, oh man, yeah, I do need a Storm Striders. It's really easy for me. I don't have to go and pull out my binder out of my closet or whatever. Majestics is easy to track, the number you have in foil and the number you have in non-foil. Unfortunately for Crucible of War, they have to be in 2 different pages because of the amount of different like foil Majestics or cold foil. It's just the way the set is. It's just a lot different. But so you can track the number you have in foil and the number you have in non-foil, and then it gives you the value of each kind of card you got there. So I have 3 non-foil Command and Conquers. They're worth $54 each, so the total value is $163. If I ended up getting another one of those and selling one of these, it tracks your value for you. So it's really easy to manipulate and add and do whatever. Then, like I said, every week I send out a blank spreadsheet that is updated, and then all you have to do is copy and paste the values into these categories. And it's just like you just take it like this and you hit copy, and then you bring it to your spreadsheet and you just go like this and you hit paste, and it updates everything for you. You can see super rares. We already went through all this. I think this is a great way to track if you're trying to get, like I'm trying to get a playset of each in foil of the rares too. So like that's hard to keep track of and to remember. So that's why I wanted a spreadsheet to do it. And especially these common foils. I'm not going to track how many commons I have. But the common foils, I'm trying to get one of each. So if I'm working on a trade with somebody, I can easily come in and say, hey, do you have any of these common foils that you'd be willing to add to the trade to me? Because they're low value things. It's easy to get some stuff added. So, and then it will calculate all that base, it is all, this kind of Majestic here picks up all the data from here. So you don't have to do anything. And it will go ahead and calculate your value for you. And then, as you update your value every week, you can come in here to this chart and add your value, and it will actually graph it. So, once you complete your collection, you can kind of see if values are moving up or down, but also as you can kind of watch your collection grow, which is, I think it's a lot of fun personally, as somebody who thinks very numerically. So that's the collection tracker. That's how I use it. It's not anything of rocket science, but all the work is kind of set up and done for you. Hopefully there's still a few hang-ups and issues that I'm fixing, a few title changes that need to be made, and I'm kind of always updating it. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know, and I'll make sure to try to work it out. These tabs have to kind of be the way they are to make it easy to update the value. So I thought about putting it together based on just set number. I tried putting together based on the classes, but this is just what made the most sense in order to give you the updated values, which seems to be what people like and what they want to be able to track the values of their cards. So that's where I think it makes a lot of sense personally, but if it doesn't, please let me know, and we can work something out to see if I can fix some stuff for you. Hope you guys are having a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. Happy New Year if you're watching this on the day it came out. Today's the first of the year, so I hope that 2021 is a fantastic year for you, and let's be nice to each other.